Exodus chapter 13, verses 1 through 22. Bible study, KJV. Today, we continue our journey through the book of Exodus, arriving at chapter 13, verses 1 through 22. This passage follows immediately after the climactic moment of deliverance, the Passover, and the Chruj of Israel from Egypt. Now the question is, why does God begin speaking about consecration and remembrance right after deliverance? Let us explore this deeply. 1. The consecration of the firstborn, verses 1 through 2. The Lord speaks to Moses and says, "Sanctify unto me all the firstborn." Why does God claim the firstborn? In the Hebrew understanding, the firstborn represents the beginning, the strength and the future of a household. During the final plague, God struck down the firstborn of Egypt, but spared Israel. So this command is not merely ritual, it is a response to salvation. God is saying, "I saved you. Therefore, your life belongs to me." Spiritually, this teaches us something profound. Salvation is not just rescue, it is ownership and transformation. Today, many people ask, why should I dedicate my life to God? Because true deliverance always leads to dedication. 2. The Feast of Unleavened Bread, verses 3 through 10. Moses commands the people to remember this day forever. Why is remembrance so important? Because humans forget. Leaven, or yeast in Hebrew thought, often symbolizes sin, corruption, and gradual influence. God commands them to remove all leaven for 7 days. This is a spiritual picture. Deliverance from Egypt is not complete unless Egypt is removed from within you. Many people leave their problems externally, but internally, they still carry fear, bitterness, and old habits. God is teaching, do not only come out of Egypt, let Egypt come out of you. This is the process of sanctification. 3. Teaching the next generation, verses 8 through 10. And thou shalt show thy son in that day. Why does God emphasize teaching children? Because faith must be transmitted, not assumed. Each generation must understand why God saved them. This is deeply relevant today. If faith is not explained, it will disappear. God's works must be spoken, repeated, and lived. 4. Redemption of the firstborn, verses 11-16. Here God introduces the idea of redemption. Every firstborn animal is offered, but a donkey must be redeemed with a lamb. Why? Because the donkey represents something unclean, and it cannot be offered directly to God. It must be redeemed. This is a powerful foreshadowing. Humanity, like the donkey, is unclean and cannot approach God on its own. But through a substitute, the lamb, we are redeemed. This points forward to the ultimate lamb. God is revealing his plan long before it is fulfilled. 5. God leads in an unexpected way, verses 17 through 18. Now comes a surprising moment. God does not lead Israel through the shortest path. Why? Lest peradventure the people repent when they see war. God knows their weakness. Sometimes God's path seems longer, slower, or harder, but it is always wiser. Many people ask, why is my life not going the fastest way? Because God is not only concerned with your destination, he is shaping your heart along the journey. 6. Joseph's bones, verse 19. Moses carries the bones of Joseph. Why include this detail? Because it represents faith across generations. Joseph believed that God would bring Israel out of Egypt. Even in death, he held on to God's promise. This teaches us, faith is not limited to the present moment, it stretches into the future. 7. The pillar of cloud and fire, verses 20 through 22. Finally, we see God's presence. A pillar of cloud by day, and a pillar of fire by night. Why 2 forms? Because God meets his people according to their need. In the heat of the desert cloud, in the darkness of night fire. God does not remove the journey, but he accompanies us through it. This is the heart of this chapter. Not just deliverance, but divine presence. Spiritual conclusion. Exodus 13 teaches us 3 core truths. First, salvation leads to consecration. Second, deliverance must be remembered and taught. Third, God's guidance is always present even when the path is unclear. God is not only the one who saves, he is the one who leads, shapes, and stays with us. In our modern lives, we may not see a pillar of fire, but his guidance is still real. When life feels uncertain, remember this. God knows your weakness. God remembers his promise, and God is walking with you. Thank you.